the gym, the sweat ran off my skin. They thought I ran out of breath, but I was just catching my wind. That only happens to them. I gotta capture my win. I practice 31 days a month and I practice again. Was born equipped with sportsmanship, so I just laugh and I grin. Victory is my objective, I don't have to pretend. Spread my wings like an eagle and let them flap in the wind. No guts, no glory, no pain, no gain. These are actions of men. My teammate is a warrior, got my back to the end. My offense is God sent. You gon' have to defend. My crossover is vicious, I got more swagger than him. Hit the bottom of the net or the back of the rim. Your style is a flagrant foul. Your score, I'ma take it down. All of your trash talking was pointless. Say it now, you slacking in goaltending. My actions are bone chilling. Got the home court advantage. I'm back on the road winning.
I gotta hold down the city.
Gotta let you know where I come from.
I gotta hold down the city.
Gotta let you know.
I gotta hold down the city.
Gotta let you know where I come from.
I gotta hold a city down anyhow. They gon' have to really bow. Totally dominate the game in front of any crowd. I keep it 100 while you only keep it 50 thou. I can conquer any style. Victory is in me now. My time is now. Who said it was later? It comes natural. I got a competitive nature. Look at them guys when I'm coming. They be hot and I'm hunting. Luckily they been ducking me. You see lots of them running. Challenges I embarrass them. They a dime in a dozen. Full of fire just like a dragon straight out of the dungeon. I'm just rising above it. You just lied to the public. I serve a purpose. You nervous with butterflies in your stomach. Don't try to intimidate me. You couldn't scare me with lip. I'm spontaneous, smart, dangerous, fancy and quick. My trainer told me to work. He ain't prepared me to quit.
Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Boys.
My first NBA game. Can't believe it's finally here. You work your entire life for something, and then when it's right in front of you, it's almost hard to believe. But I'm ready. And now it's time for me to show everybody I belong and do my best to represent Harlem.
And 1:01 left to play in the first quarter. So on the floor for Washington, Otto Porter and Nene at the forwards. Thornton out there with Ramon Sessions. And it's Thomas in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And here we see the debut of Freak, the kid from Harlem. His first time on an NBA floor. And Clark, it's a moment that he's worked very hard to achieve, and his family has got to be proud.
Extremely so, Kevin. It's been a long journey for him, but every level along the way, he's found success. High school phenom, playing for a college championship. I wouldn't bet against this kid on anything when it comes to basketball.
Well, with Freak Clark, there was a question whether he would stay another year in college. Really was a tough decision for him, but he ended up coming out after his freshman year.
And, Kevin, it's really hard to blame a guy like Freak for doing that. I mean, he's clearly NBA ready, and he's putting a lot at risk for every year he stays in school when he could be on the NBA clock.
And Sessions kicks to Thomas. Nice ball movement by Washington. Outside for Thornton, and he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. Here's Payton. Wizards also changing it up. Thomas checked in for Nene. Markieff Morris comes in for J.J. Hickson. And Dudley subbed in for Otto Porter Jr. So the Wizards 5 right now. Thomas in at center. Sessions out there with Thornton. Then there's Markieff Morris. And it's Dudley in at the small forward position.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
The feed to Watson. Passes it to Hazania. We've got 1:28 left in the first half. Here's Nicholson, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Well, let's take a look at where Orlando ended up, Kevin, rank-wise in the league last year. 12th in steals, 12th in points off turnovers. And they were in the top half of the league in field goal percentage as a team, and part of that was due to the fact that they were a little inconsistent offensively.
And that one falls for Nicholson.
They've been getting more and more physical as this game has gone along.
And it's starting to pay dividends. They've gotten a lot of trips to the line because of it in this second.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. Wizards leading by 4.
And the Magic struggled last season, still waiting on one of their young stars to just take that next step.
Now here's Thomas. He's got 9.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
1:07 left in the first half of the game. Kicks to Nicholson. Pass to Watson. Here's Fournier. He's guarded by Dudley. Fournier pass to Smith. Off the left rim and out.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Thomas dishes to Morris. It's taken away by Smith. Oh, and here we go. Watson, nobody back. And it was great to watch C.J. Miles last season. Finally, Clark got some significant playing time.
Yeah, and took advantage of it with the Pacers having Paul George on the...
And that concludes the first half. Wizards lead by 8. 2K Sports, back in a moment from the Amway Center.
Okay, guys, solid play so far. I like what I'm seeing. But just a few things to talk about before the second half. The first thing is that our ball movement has been solid. Keep it up. I want to see that ball continue to rotate around the perimeter until we get a good look. One place we've had success was in the low post on offense.
And the second half about to start here in just a few moments. Freak really making a difference here. And so the big win by Orlando in a tight game. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as Clark, they continued to wait out until the very last moment. We
got to forget about that one. The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Brandon Jennings. He had an outstanding fourth quarter where he really shined, pouring it on heavy down the stretch. And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're
You wanna get rich. You don't really want it. You ain't really trying to get rich. Nah, you don't really want it. Now you don't want that late night gas with no break, like crash in the daylight. I see it in your face. You don't want that blood, sweat, tears in a bunk bed. Tears, no they set the Lambo in your gate. Nah, you can't take a loss like that. Off that. Who's the real force to shop at Ross like that? just because this is ballin' in my blood. Think I came this far to shoot dubs. I don't think you trying to get rich. You don't want it. You ain't really trying to get rich. You don't want it. I don't think you want. Now you ain't got what it takes.